Hey gang, Tim here. I just wanted to start this video off with a thank you, like a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't believe the outpouring of support, the kindness of everyone. I didn't expect this little video I made of, painting Fred with a spray can to take off like it has. But I'm so appreciative. I don't even have words. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. The kindness, the outpouring of support for, after losing my dad. It means the world to me, and I can't express it enough. So thank you, appreciate it. We've got Pops' car here. We're gonna take super good care of it. This was Dad's baby. My dad was a car guy. He was more of a new car guy. He loved looking at old cars, but he wasn't mechanical, but he always loved having a car. And this one here he called Ruby. So we're gonna keep Ruby. Ruby will be here forever. Just like over here, we've got my grandfather's Thunderbird. So the bird's over here, just kind of hanging out right now, waiting for us to finish with construction. But I'm putting brakes on the shadow, and as soon as the brakes are done, the old bird will be back inside. But let's go check out this awesome Suburban I was just able to grab from an amazing guy, Mr. Dave. He was camera shy, didn't want to get on film, but he was a super cool guy. Lots of stories, lots of cool cars around in his shop, and he was a good guy. And he hooked me up with an awesome Suburban. So let's check it out. Here's the real intro. Thanks guys, appreciate y'all. Hey guys, Tim, welcome back to the channel. So guess what? We got ourselves another Squarebody. So this critter is a hell of a lot nicer than old Duke, and it took a lot of twisting of Karina's arms to convince her, because she didn't want me to sell Duke because I named it Duke. But we got to come up with a new name for this shaggin' wagon. This my buddy has this exact same truck, and we call it the shaggin' wagon. So this thing it's beautiful. It's nice and straight. Been down here in Florida its whole life. So we're gonna load this baby up, get it on the trailer here, take it home, and I'll show you the new rig. We got to come up with a name for this thing. Dave. Should we name it Dave? Dave, should we name it Dave?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the previous owner, Dave, he just said absolutely we should call it Dave. So we'll see you guys back at the ranch. Let's get this critter loaded up. Am I hitting something there, Dave?
I need about another 2 inches.
Oh, gotcha. I see where I am. Okay. Gonna have to put grease on it. Need some Vaseline on it. Good call. Yeah, definitely have to put some axle grease on the running boards when we take it off. Pretty pronto. I think that's probably pretty good. Am I in?
A little bit more.
All right, let's call it good. Love it.
Talking we're gonna get it today.
Yeah, they did.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Doing well? Nice.
Nice and windy.
Do you remember this truck around? Wait till you see it in a couple of months. Yeah, in a few weeks from now, this here will be down about here.
22s on it, or?
Probably 20s. The 22s will end up being a little too big. They wouldn't have any rubber at all. It'd just be a little bitty rubber if I went with 22s. Well, all right, guys. We got it all bound down. So let's head on back to the ranch and unload it, and I'll give you a good overview of what we just scooped up. All right, guys, we'll catch you in a second back at the ranch. All right. Awesome. Well, guys, it's the next day. We ran out of daylight last night, so we're home. We got Karina's behind the camera, and we're gonna unload this old beast, show you what we got here. And when we were walking out here, Karina instructed to me, she says, I am not driving this one off the trailer. I don't know why. We've gotta go grab some axle grease and put it on the running boards. And I think we got about an inch clearance total. Let's get this critter strapped off and we'll unload it. But as you can see, it's kind of tight. We'll see what Karina thinks of this one. What do you think so far, kid?
It's not shiny.
It's not shiny. You know what we can do? We'll unload this thing. We'll give y'all we'll give it a once over, show you what we got. And then we'll take the buffer to maybe like the fender and just do like a little preview teas. How's that sound? I told Karina she needs to trust me. It's gonna be sweet.
I never said I didn't trust you.
It's gonna be sweet-osis. Bear's over here, found a nice shady spot. Ooh, get off it, you big dummy. Get the old blockaroni so we don't lift the old F-150 off the ground. If I had a brain, I would have put this in before I dropped the gate. There we go, that works. All right, gonna need some help here with some eyeballs and some grease. Oh, and I lost the key. I just had it.
They're in on the table.
They're on the table?
I saw keys on the table.
Son of a biscuit. Okay, I'll be back.
Bebe, what you think?
I got them. Right on the table, right where I left them. So it happens when you get CRS disease. You got the running boards lubed up?
Yeah, Bear did it.
Bear did it? Okay. Good boy, buddy. Listen to that thing. Like a new rig. Purrs like a kitten. Love these square body power windows. So check this out. These mirrors, I've never seen these before. And evidently, if you get the power mirror option, you get these fancy mirrors. They're pretty slick. And like the electric thing works and everything. There, pretty cool. All right, let's get this baby unloaded. You got your eyes on these rails, kid? Oh yeah, we're square.
Let's go straight.
Keep it straight.
Not touch the wheel. You're good over here. Just the trailer making noise.
Someday I'll get a real car trailer. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We're almost there, kids. Sweetness. We did it. Awesome. Did it without damaging anything, thankfully. Go, bear. Eat, burp, boop. Eat, meat. All right, let's give this baby a once over. Show you what we got here. That was a little unnerving, but like I said, someday we'll get a real car trailer, but for now, it works. So what you think, guys? It's pretty slick. I'll tell you about the backstory of this thing. So the gentleman I bought it off of bought it from his neighbor, and it was an elderly couple. I guess the husband passed away and she had it, and it sat there for a few years. And then finally he went up and saw her, and she sold it to him. So he brought it home. He said he put all new brakes on it, new bearings, wheel bearings, new brakes, new universal joints, kind of went through everything. Drove it for a few hundred miles, and then he's got, you know, he's like us, he's got like 38 vehicles. And he said it was just too expensive to keep them all registered, so he dropped the insurance and tags on this thing, and it's just been sitting in his yard since, and finally decided to part ways. So we were the lucky ones to find it and bring it home. It's got 103,000 miles on it, and you sit in the seats, the interior, come check it out. It's like brand new inside. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. All 100% bone stockeroni. You know, this got a little baked from the Florida sun, but nothing we can't fix.
What got baked?
You didn't see it. The dash got baked here. Got baked by the Florida sun. So we'll probably have to do another one of those little cover lays on here. Get that tightened up. But other than that, the interior is absolutely mint. It's got the rear air. Nice factory floor mat still. I remember them from our old Grandpa's truck we had. Old Big Blue had the same floor mats. That was an 88. So it's pretty sweet. Check out the back here. I'm gonna try that PEX tubing trick on there. And now look at the back seat. Like, I sat in here, and I don't think anybody's ever sat back here. Let me hop in here. Look at this thing. It's like, oh, it's like the comfy couch. This is so nice. So nice. And we've got the third seat. So it's taken apart. I gotta bolt it back together and pop it in, but we've got it. It's back there. Look at that. Look how nice that interior is. The back.
Oh, Bear's like, yep, I'm ready to hop
You ready to
in.
go for a road trip, Bear? You ready for a road trip? You ready for a road trip? I guess he is. Bear. The original tire, still all here, mounted. Bear's super happy. Get off the seat. Come on. Come on. You got your red rocket hanging out. Come on. So this is what we got to bolt together. We're missing a bolt, but I'm sure we can figure that out. We got 3, it's supposed to be 4. But we'll bolt that back together, get it back in. Pretty slick. But this thing is super cherry. Super cherry. I'll show you the under the hood. And we got a trailer hitch, so that's going to be super handy. We got a little camper. Like, I'd kind of like to get like a little old pop-up camper from the 80s, if we could find a nice one. That'd be super fun. And if nothing else, it's a place for our umbrella. If you haven't seen that video, you got to check that video out. We made a trailer hitch umbrella stand. It's super cool.
I'm gonna pack that too for this week.
Yeah, we got Battle in Bama this coming week. Little WD juice. Bone Stockeroni, new alternator. He put this new Mongo radiator in, this big old 4-core radiator. So he didn't want to ever have to worry about it overheating. So he got this big Mongo radiator. New battery. It's pretty sweet. He put new shocks in it, which the front shocks don't matter, but he did put air shocks. See all the new brake hoses, you can see all those in place. It's a pretty cherry piece. We gotta give it, you know, pay it a little love on the paint. The old air, we gotta try charging the air. The air's not working. He said it was working, now it's not. So we gotta give that a charge and see what's going on. Okay, plans for this beast. Plan is to polish out what we can of this old paint. And the sad thing is they did a crummy paint job over the factory paint. They'd have been better off leaving the factory paint. But we're gonna try buffing this out. Maybe this paint job will come off and we'll get down to the factory paint, or we'll just polish it up. And then my plan is, I'm gonna pull the drip rails off, of course, but then starting from here, whoosh, I go right to this body line here where the seam is. And we're gonna do that turbo can white on the roof to clean that up. So we'll sand this all down, prep it, and then we'll do a white roof and then polish out the rest of it and see what we can do. Take the running boards off and then C-notch it, springs, drop spindles. This thing's gonna be super, super cool. All right, I'm gonna pull it over here. We're gonna do a little sneak peek on what this might look like here real quick with the buffing machine, because I'm curious. So see you in a sec with the buffing machine. All right, let's go get that. All right, guys, let's give it a whirl. I got the old Meguiar's Ultimate. So let's smear a bunch of this on here, and we're gonna see what it's like. See what we can do with this thing. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I have no power. Something wrong. Hang on. I plugged it in. Unless I yanked it. That was bad. Well, I hope it landed face up.
It did.
That's lucky, because dirt in there would be really bad. Okay, let's give this a whirl again. Get a little more juice on here. We'll do like half the fender. Whoa! Let's give it a rundown. Rub down, not a rundown. See what she looks like. Really wish they never painted it. There you go. What you think, kid?
I think you're gonna need a lot of that car shine.
Need a lot of it. No doubt.
It looks better.
Definitely looks 100 times better. I mean, obviously it's not a perfect paint job. It sure looks a lot better.
Yep. Just better go buy that in like a 5-gallon bucket.
You're right. I think I'm gonna need a bunch of those ultimate compounds. All right, guys. We need your input. What do you think? Should we? I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, let me think out loud. I'm thinking we'll buff the whole thing out and see what it looks like, and just kind of roll with that for now. But do you think we should like break out the 2000 grit sandpaper and wet sand this whole thing, and maybe we could get this paint job off of here and back to the factory paint, which you can see here where that other paint job faded off, or just leave it? Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, I'm sure plenty of you out there have more experience than I do, but my thoughts are buff it out, call it good for now. But should we attempt to wet sand and then paint that, or buff that out? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all for watching. Be looking forward to your input on what we should do with this paint job. And then we got to name this thing too. What do you think, Ed, for a name?
Earl.
Earl. My future son-in-law came up with Earl, and seems like the consensus is going to be Earl the Suburban. That is quite the name for a truck, but you got to have names for them. So it's sounding like it's going to be Earl. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Y'all take care. Bye. Earl the Burb.